Welcome back to the Express at Dees Island. Great views here, and also with our next story that also features a great cause. We're heading to English Bay for highlights from Kayak for a Cure.
It's the perfect day for a kayak. These kayakers have more than just a sunny day on the water in common. They're here for Kayak for a Cure, a fundraiser for cancer research started 6 years ago. What started with only 11 kayakers has now grown to 60, with many more wanting to join in. Their goal this year is $50,000, and they've already come close to that goal. Kayak for a Cure was established by Vancouver's Mark Starkey after his grandmother was diagnosed with leukemia. The event is now held in 5 major cities across North America. One volunteer that's been there since the beginning is Mark's close friend, Matt Heemskirk. But it's not just about supporting a friend. Matt has his own connection with cancer.
My cousin Melanie got diagnosed with ovarian cancer. A couple of years later, I got diagnosed with brain cancer. So it became very personal for me.
We're here to paddle, we're here to have fun, we're here to raise awareness and give back if we can.
It became hugely important for me. As I was raising funds, it didn't become about money. Like, it just became about, like reaching out to my community who I didn't know, cared, All right. It became huge. I mean, every time a donation rolls in, whether or not it's $20 or whether or not it's like $500, I feel the support of my community.
One community member giving his support is Paul Patton.
You ready, Paul? I'll give you a push.
My mom is living with cancer, so it definitely struck a personal chord with me. That's why I started volunteering. I wanted to help give back a little bit, and then this was an opportunity to even help a little bit more.
Thanks, buddy.
Paul is a volunteer with Inspire Health, Canada's integrated cancer care centre, and it's where the funds raised today will go to.
First importance of this event would be just to raise awareness for Inspire Health and the integrative care that they're trying to provide for people living with cancer. So it's really expanding that community, and then the fundraising aspect of it really helps as well, because that allows Inspire Health to get their message out, and it's really great that Inspire Health's been able to partner with Kayak for a Cure and put on events like this.
You're on your way, buddy.
And for those thinking that they're not fit enough or athletic enough for events like Kayak for a Cure, that may change your mind.
It goes to a good cause. It goes for research. I mean, I think that, I wouldn't have the chemotherapy that I had, temozolomide, if it weren't for the research that goes into the money.
Now that's cause to pick up a paddle. I'm Mansour in Vancouver for The Express.
The paddling might be done for 2011, but you can still donate online at kayakforacure.org to help them achieve their fundraising goals. Now we have a whole different kind of goal with our next segment. For some, this means a goal of overcoming a fear of heights. Today's road trip is taking us to Chilliwack at Capilano Suspension Bridge.
Travel along with us on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia.
It's time to take a step into the sky.
Whoa!
We're taking a road trip to Chilliwack, the newest addition to the park around the Capilano Suspension Bridge.
Hi! Thank you. Okay.
We went through quite a long process of asking our guests, if we did one more thing, what would you like to see? And all of them said we'd love to get different views or get closer to the river. It took 4 years to get this project completed. It had 12 different design stages as well, but now this is the 12th revision, so it's definitely engineered to the max.
Chilliwack is made up of 700 feet of walkways suspended hundreds of feet in the air. Visitors get a bird's eye view of the surrounding forests and the Capilano River Canyon below.
And if this isn't enough of a thrill, just wait. It gets better. Try walking on glass.
We have 2 glass decks on Chilliwack, and what we did this for is so guests could step on and see down to the flora and fauna below.
This is scary.
But we made it so you don't have to. So there's wood. If you're scared, you just walk on past and you're okay. But a lot of the guests, especially the kids, are loving it, looking below and getting some neat shots.
I think that it's really fun. I was a little bit scared, but it's great. I love it.
That's impressive landscape here with a lot of trees. We have learned languages because we didn't know how to say cedar, so we know it now. And it was fantastic.
It was pretty crazy. It goes out and over the cliff there and you look straight down, and yeah, it's scary. Yeah, but it was really neat as well.
It's such a neat addition to the park. Now we have the bridge, Treetops Adventure, and Chilliwack, so it really rounds out the experience, and everyone is really loving our new addition.
In North Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for Shaw TV.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
Chilliwack is a must-see and must-do when you visit Capilano Suspension Bridge. You can also do the Treetops Adventure and take a flora and fauna guided tour. The website is capbridge.com. You're watching The Express, and we're going to show you more ways to stay in tune with nature coming up.
After the break,
it's whole grain and it's all certified organic.
Grain goodness.
We're just going to break up the roots here.
Healthy fish habitats.
Planting native species is very important for fish-bearing streams.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
Today's generation of young people spend the least amount of time outside of any generation in human history. We need to have children out, we need to have people out in order to see the world around that allows us to live. I think something like the Sea to Sky Trail is the epitome of what we need to get people back out into the real world, to see nature as it can be, and something that we are a part of and that we must fight to protect.
Welcome back to The Express at Dees Island Regional Park. Now, we hear lots about locally grown, but what about locally produced? Good for you and good for the earth, right? Well, just ask Anita's Organics Mill, or better yet, let us.
FarmFolkCityFolk.ca, good for you, good for our earth, is brought to you by Farm Folk City Folk.
Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm here to share with you my passion for nutritious food and sustainable living. Each week, I'll travel throughout the Lower Mainland to discover what goes into the creation of our local foods. We'll see if these foods meet my dietitian's stamp of approval, and why these foods are not only good for you, but also good for our earth. Today we're in Chilliwack at the Slow Food Cycle Tour, where we get to pedal power our way through the Fraser Valley, stopping in at local food producers. I think we'll stop at this one. Oh, and maybe this one. I think we'll be able to manage that. Yeah. We've stopped in at Anita's Organics Flour Mill to check out their stone ground flour from certified organic grains.
I like the flavor profile better than...
Flour mill owner and operator John McKenzie enlightened me about the benefits of buying locally milled grains.
Our products are very versatile and very flexible. Our products have short milling time, so if we mill on a Monday, it's shipping to stores within 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So it's not sitting around in warehouses, and it's whole grain, and it's all certified organic.
So this is your running stone. This is what you grind your stone ground flour with.
Yeah.
How is that different than a traditional industrial roller mill?
The conventional mills, like the big commercial mills, you have roller systems where they smash the grain and the temperature tends to be at a little higher temperatures. And so this is a very gentle process. It's a slow process and it's a low temperature process. We feel like the nutritional quality is better because the proteins don't break down under the lower temperatures. We also feel that that turns into a better flavor profile. So low temperature is really important to us for protein levels and flavor profile.
This is your 100% whole wheat flour that is actually 100% whole wheat.
Yes. So it has the germ in it, the bran in it, and the endosperm.
In Canada, when you purchase 100% whole grain flour, you might not actually be getting the whole grain. Manufacturers often remove the part of the grain called the germ. This is the part of the grain that contains the oils that over time can cause rancidity. The wheat germ is the nutritional heart of the grain. It contains vitamin E, protein, and a lot of fiber. As well, it provides the grain with its wonderful nutty flavor. Anita's Organics supplies many of the artisan bakeries in Western Canada with whole grains.
Silver Hills Bakery is more of a commercial bakery. We supply them with ingredients, and we also do a lot of ingredients to Terra Breads for their granola that they've been launching over this last year and a half.
So what would be your best seller of all the grains that you grind?
I think I would say spelt because it is more of an ancient grain, and it's known in the organic community as being only organically grown. Whereas wheat you can buy conventional or organic, whereas spelt is an organic product. So we do a stone ground spelt flour, more of a fine grind, and those are both are whole grain. And then we do a white spelt flour, and then we have rolled spelt flakes, so like rolled oats, we have rolled spelt flakes, and then we have an ancient grain pancake mix that has spelt flour in it with kamut flour.
Oh, that sounds
So
great.
lots of different spelt products.
Anita's Organics goods are mailed to order just in time for delivery, with a packaging date on each eco-friendly package for guaranteed freshness. For Shaw TV, I'm Lori, and this has been Good for You and Good for Our Earth.
FarmFolkCityFolk.ca, good for you, good for our earth, has been brought to you by FarmFolk City Folk.
You can stop in at their store or go to anitasorganic.com to find out about a store near you that carries that infamous pancake mix for your next Sunday brunch. Now, in our next story, we're also going to learn about a group that cares about the environment. Our youth-produced segment, Gen Y, is introducing us to the SHARP program.
Your friends on three.
Summer jobs for most teens are usually in a restaurant or clothing store. Today, we introduce you to youth who are earning money whilst making a difference in the environment.
Planting native species is very important for fish-bearing streams. Native species provide shade, keeping the water cool so fish can live properly, as well as their root systems stabilize banks. And bank stabilization is very important because it prevents erosion. And erosion is sediment going into the streams, and it will overcrowd the gravel where the fish lay their eggs.
Not only were the crew planting, they were also removing invasive species.
Invasive species pose a big problem because they overcrowd native species, not allowing them to live and not allowing them to function, and the ecosystem won't function properly as well, and then it'll relay down to the fish.
The youth involved not only earn money and make a difference in the environment, they also learn other valuable lessons such as the importance of teamwork.
I think it's a really good experience for them. For a lot of them, it's their first paid position, and they are able to work full-time outside and with a group. So it's great team building, as well as learning about the outdoors and the environment, and also being able to educate the community in which they live in.
I get to know more of the city and more of inside and the forests, and like see what it is all about and the beautiful Surrey.
Tree planting is an important activity to protect the streams, and I got to learn the steps firsthand.
First of all, you want to find a good location. So for trees, it should be about 2 meters apart from another tree. Just good shoveling tips is making sure you use your legs to lift it up so you don't hurt your back.
I'm getting a good workout.
And then we just want the hole as deep as the height of the pot.
So this should be good. You can just press on the pot to get it out a bit easier. And what you want to do is just break up all the roots. All right, so we want to just put it in there. That's perfect.
And there you have it, my first tree. And this is what the crew had to say about you getting involved.
For all the teens sitting on their couch, get up, get out, do something. Help out the environment, because we can't do it all ourselves.
I feel like nature is the most beautiful thing in the whole wide world, and sometimes you can't really make that. And nature is just what we're gifted with.
Surrey has a huge network of streams that are vital for salmon reproduction, and that's why it's so important to protect our waters. This is Helen signing out for Gen Y on the Express.
Gen Y is brought to you by Options, Surrey Community Services Society.
Gen Y is a Shaw TV Access segment. The youth reporters are all volunteers. They get to learn about the world of broadcasting and also share local stories. Now, what about local events? That's where we're shining today's Cultus Lake Big Summer Spotlight. The timeless story of Siddhartha comes alive through an interweaving of theater, music, and dance, a young man's deeply human and spiritual quest retold. The Rainbow Warrior Festival celebrates Greenpeace's 40th anniversary and will feature campaign workshops, banner painting, climb training, and special guest speakers. The North Shore Night Market starts every Friday at 5 p.m. You'll find Canadian-made products, unique foods, art, and see free live entertainment. Now that's it for today's Express from Dees Island Regional Park. We're going to leave you with a look at the local art scene. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Let's put me in a spin. Is there a heart division? Is this the part where I come in? I chase the tail I'm in. Oh no. She left the back door open, so I let myself in. She's gone and I am hoping that she won't find out where I've been. I lie when she comes in. Oh no.